Humans, I'm Yo Schiller. Welcome back to some more Kirby in the Forgotten Land. In the previous video, Waddle Dee and I finished the post game for the most part. There's still one more challenge we have to do all the way back there, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go ahead and play some mini games because mini games are pretty much a Kirby staple, and Waddle Dee and I could stand to do some fun stuff before we move on to the hardest part of the game. And I've only got about 44 gigabytes of space left on my computer, which is enough to record like 3 or 4 videos, but I don't know what the exact video is gonna look like, so hopefully we can just knock out the mini games today, and then on a different day we can come and do the True Arena or True Coliseum or whatever it's called, and then be done with the game. But since we have to do the mini games anyway, we're gonna do them today. So, where are these mini games, Whatty?
Well, let's see. The easiest one to start with is at the cafe.
The cafe, you say? Well, I'm down for that.
We gotta talk to this boy.
All right, this is the guy with the orange text. Hey, Kirby, got a sec. Now that the Waddle Dee Cafe is open, we're looking to hire some help. Not just one person, but some help. It's a part-time gig. I don't suppose you're looking to start a career in food service. I've never had an intention to start a career in the service industry, but I'm open to trying new things. All right, co-op gig, right?
Yes.
Do I have to clear both?
No, just one or the other is fine.
Perfect, yeah, start off easy. Like, clearing the co-op gig will count for clearing the solo gig. I guess that's what you're saying?
Yes.
Because I can understand you still have to do the solo gig, but there's no way they could require a co-op mode for a game for 100% completion. But, alright, there we go. Well, the speed will increase as it goes on. Makes sense to me.
Basically, just pick the right thing.
Alright. Cool. Oh, that's easy enough. Okay.
Yeah, in co-op, it's pretty easy because you can have one person assigned to each thing in easy mode. And then once more items get added, then each player can stay on one side of the cafe and then just, have their own couple of things to toggle between.
Yeah, I was going to ask if they were going to add more items, because just me casually pressing A every once in a while. I mean, I know it's a Kirby game, but that's a little too easy.
Well, it's lunch rush time. This might increase something. But here we go. Well. Now we get little indicators on the upcoming Waddle Dees to say what they might want.
Oh, I like that in the co-op mode.
Oh, this is also true for single player mode, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I like it in co-op mode because I only got to press A every once in a while.
Yeah. At least for easy mode.
Right. Cool. So did we beat it?
Yep, we got it.
Good job, Woody. We fed the town.
Every single Waddle Dee.
All of them, even though there was still a huge crowd.
90% customer satisfaction. Come on.
Do we have to get 100?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't. But I don't know what the 10% Waddle Dee, I guess, consumer base, how they were not satisfied. We gave them all the correct things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to do that thing where you print out on the receipt, like, if you're dissatisfied, visit this website, and if you fill out the survey...
those Waddle Dee probably look for a survey code.
Yeah, if I'll fill out the survey and I'll get it to you. Okay. Well, that was simple enough, so now we do this one where we have to include the car every once in a while.
Yep.
So here's what I'll do. Because it's going to be 3 items, you stick to the one on the right, and I'll do the car and the Maximito.
Sounds good for me. I was going to suggest the same thing because of the slight delay.
Yeah. There you go. Car. I don't blame everyone for wanting a car. Okay. Cool. Car. I mean, I like it. I'll say it's not the most intense Kirby minigame I've ever played. Those probably go to the ones in Kirby 64, but then again, I don't need it to be super intense, especially if it's necessary for 100% completion in this game.
I'm sorry, did you say you want it to be super intense?
I did, actually.
Okay, well, here we go. Super intense. Car. Time's going down
Maximito.
fast.
That is the car, sorry. I gotta get used to see the car's silhouette. Alright, here we go. Car.
Tonic.
Maximito.
Tonic.
Maximito. Car. Maximito.
Tonic.
Alright, hopefully that's 100%. It's not
what do you mean you
like,
served more people than me when you had 2 ingredients to choose from and I only had the 1?
Yeah, that's not gonna mess up the score, is it? If I do
No. Just as long as we completed it all.
100%. Okay, so that was 100%. Great.
Don't know what we changed.
Yeah, if someone's like, oh, you have to get 100% in all of them, well, frick, there you go. We got 100% in that one.
I'm pretty sure you just need to do all of them.
For sure. Don't run out of time, I'm assuming is all it is. All right, well then we'll do the next difficulty. And this one, all right, so I assume it's going to be I do the left 2, you do the right 2, or do you want me to do 3?
I'll try the right 2.
Okay, I don't mind trying to do 3. All right, you got tonic and boig.
Boig.
That's me.
That's me.
That's me.
That's you. That's me.
Frick! Did we get it in time, or did I mess that up?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out in a sec. Someone's gonna be really dissatisfied.
That's me.
That's tonic.
That's me again.
That's
you.
Maximado. That's
you.
Car. It's Maximado. It's tonic. It's Maximado. I keep confusing the burger for the Maximado because they're both circular.
Yeah, it's easy to throw you off.
If the Maximado was like a triangle, I know it's not what a tomato is, but that's I would be better at it.
Burger. Oh, shoot. Burger.
No, you're okay. They all really want the burger. That's the car.
Tonic.
I almost pressed A there again. Burger.
Oh, Berg. Tonic.
It's all you.
Tonic again. Oh no.
Maximado.
Berg.
Okay, we didn't run out of time.
Okay. We didn't run out of satisfaction.
I gave one of them a tomato instead of a burger by
That's probably a
accident.
50% satisfaction, all things considered.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got, only 38%, but okay,
because
that's all we had to do.
It counts the satisfaction at the time of the time being up, you know? If you reach 0% satisfaction, then I think that counts as a failure.
Okay, well, if we didn't fail it, and that's the end of the gig, then that's it, right?
Yeah, and now we get a little figurine, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, if we get the figurine. Kirby, may I speak with you for a sec? Look, man, you've really been slacking off. If you keep up this behavior, we're gonna have to let you go. Alright, I'm trying to be nice. I want you to think of this like a family. Alright? Don't think of me as your boss. Think of me as your big brother.
And now I'm disowning you.
Perfect. Alright, cool. That's that, right?
I think that's the only thing we needed to get, so...
Yeah, because I think we were at 88% when I ended the previous video, and now we're at 89, so I guess that's it.
Yeah. Alright, next. Fishing.
Alright, not something I normally do, but I know a fair share of people that like to do it, so whatever.
Alright, so there will be buttons that show up on screen. You're going to need to push them accurately.
That's fine. Is my controller going to vibrate? I ask because it means your controller won't vibrate. What with you being on the other side of the country
I
at
think
all?
there's just going to be a... No, it will not vibrate.
Alright.
There will be an animation for it.
Cool. Oh, it does vibrate! I've got a Pro Controller! It's vibrating.
Now, in order to get the figurine for this minigame, you're going to be the one to do it, because it's a timing thing, and I have a little bit of input delay.
Alright, I'll do my best. Okay, but is this a competition? Like, are we going against each other?
No, we're just fishing. Having a time.
There's a lot of fish in this one little lake, huh? I didn't see, is it connected to a stream? Is it connected to the outside world?
I don't recall. I don't think so.
Or is it more like a pond where it's man-made and it's just a little, like, bean shape?
If you want to consider these Waddle Dees men, then sure.
Perhaps. I don't know, I mean, they like to fish. I like fish, I don't like fishing. I don't know, I guess I've never tried it, but I realize the point of it is just to, like, sit out there in the quiet.
It's not that appealing.
Okay. Yeah, I got big fishy. I like big fish.
Fishing minigames have always been the better part of fishing as an activity.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Fishing minigames, actually, is not new to HAL Laboratory. They used to make fishing games. I don't know if it's like any toy game, but they have like a pro bass fishing game for like the Super Nintendo or N64 or something. And it's like Japan exclusive. I don't know, fishing, I guess, is like a big thing in Japan. I mean, it keeps showing up in games.
Whoop!
Oh. I was gonna say, like, do I gotta go in after you? Alright, here we go. I'll do it, but I'm not a certified lifeguard. It's dangerous to jump in the water after somebody. It's a heroic effort, but it's dangerous because you might not be strong enough to carry somebody, and you might drown as well. Whoa!
He's a big boy.
Do they keep getting bigger?
Yes, and eventually there's going to be a bigger one than that, where it'll fool you into thinking that you have to reel it in there, but then it will pop up with another prompt.
Okay.
So be wary. It should be coming up kind of soon if I'm remembering right. Just anytime you start getting those really chubby fish, it'll start needing you to be a lot more quick on your presses and attentive to the fact that there might be another press after the reel in.
Well, I'm doing my best to maintain a conversation, but also keep fishing until I get the biggest fish I can. Because I do like big fish. I like the big ones.
Big reel fishing.
Yeah. I feel like they're getting smaller. Am I messing something up?
You're not being as fast with your button presses, because the faster you press, the larger they'll end up being.
I like the sound of that.
So this is... Oh, you're going to have to press it again.
Okay.
There you go.
There's gonna be one more, I feel it. Yeah, there we go.
There it is. Oh, you got it. You got the golden one.
Yay! Big boy fish!
Look at that big man.
I like it. Look at all the money.
And a capsule.
That's actually true, though. People pay good money for that prime cut fish. It's a very tough industry. I watched a little bit of a documentary about people who catch tuna and serve it, and it's a lot. Can never be my profession. Service industry and fishing industry, not my thing. Well, I guess we can get out of here.
Yeah. And if you want to check your little achievement over here.
I do. Oh, sorry, there's a stump in the way.
Look at you.
When did we take that picture? Last thing I knew, I was holding it and then it disappeared in the money.
A couple seconds ago. Look at the one on the right with his wonderful catch.
I respect it. Catching any fish can be tough. Big or small. I prefer the big fish. That shouldn't take away from catching a small fish. Cool, well, we did it on May 13th. Now you guys know when we recorded this. And
Friday the 13th.
The video's probably going to go out the same day, to be honest, because I'm a little behind. But we'll be good. If I get this video out on the same day, it will not be more fresh than that, except for the day we got the game and recorded the game and uploaded the first part of the walkthrough on the same day. But alright, what's up, my man? Tilt and roll Kirby. Step right up, get your hands on the latest, greatest game in town, Tilt and roll Kirby. I've been meaning to play that game for the Game Boy. Come and try it out sometime, Kirby. Yeah, I've considered...
How about right now, good sailor?
I'm fine with this. I used to love these little marble, like, tilt tabletop games. Whether or not I was great at them is, I don't remember. But I used to love them.
Okay, so this is gyro controls.
Right, and this is just me? You don't play this at all?
Correct.
I'll do my best. Okay, well, hopefully it's got that Kirby forgivingness. All right, so
you can also press the Y button to reset the tilt at any point if you need to, fix your posture.
Right, I'm trying to line up. Okay, so I've got like my arms extended in front of me, and we're gonna pay one to play. All right, cool.
It does control pretty well.
Yeah, I can feel it. My controller vibrates ever so slightly, so that receptive feedback is gonna be very useful. All right, and then level 1 should be simple enough. Although yes, I do see the little holes there. So that is a wall, right? Okay.
Yeah, those are walls.
And it's safer if I go
you
to
want
the
to play
right.
it safe, yeah, you can do that.
There's not like a time thing I have to beat, right?
No, you don't have to beat a time unless you just want to have bragging rights.
All right, well, I did it in under 25 seconds. That's my bragging right. Okay. And how many of these?
There are 3 difficulties right at the start, and then each one of these mazes gets an additional difficulty.
Okay, well, I'll try my best to just knock them all out in one fell swoop. Okay. You're pretty good at this game! Yeah. Alright. What I was trying to say was, now that I'm kind of getting into the habit of, like, completing games from my childhood and documenting certain modes of games, there's a part of me that considered getting all of the Game Boy Kirby games, so Tilt and Tumble, Pinball, stuff like that. Oh, 2 of them. I see why that would be difficult.
Yeah.
So is there a way I can get one? Yeah, you get one stuck, and then you just focus on the other.
Oop.
Oh, that's a no. All right.
Good thing there's only one coin to play, though.
Yeah, so we got, what, 400,000 tries or something like that?
Yeah.
All right, so if I just go directly to the left.
There you go.
Directly up. Directly to the right.
Oh, careful. Yeah, that right one was
yeah, okay.
approaching that pit.
I like this, though. I apologize if this can be aggravating to watch. I will do my best to try and clear it as quickly and efficiently as I can.
I need to check with my girlfriend about how she felt watching me do the tilt and tumble.
Yeah. I know something like this, it's like, oh, I know exactly what you're supposed to do, so it can be frustrating to watch someone else play it, but I'm gonna...
Well, it's less about knowing what to do and seeing the like process of it occurring and seeing it spiral out of control incredibly fast.
Yeah.
And knowing there's nothing you can do to help them.
Yeah. I know, because, like, I see it in my head, I know what I'm supposed to do, and then I, like, tilt the controller, and then the one just goes too far.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you said this is the last board, but then they all unlock additional difficulties, is that what you were saying?
Correct, yes.
Alright, well, hopefully I'll just crush this, and this video will only be, like, 30 minutes long. And we'll be back in the swing of things. Alright, so this one, is it only one ball, or is it gonna be two? It's only one.
Just
okay.
the one.
I feel like that makes it a little easier. I know there's more holes in the ground, but controlling just the one requires less brain power.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing it.
You don't need to have both sides of your brain thinking to one another.
Alright. I'm sorry, I said we had 400,000 tries. We have 12,000, but...
Well.
Hopefully, we don't use up every coin, huh? I see. So the bottom path has more safe zones, but if I just like hold it like this, and I like... Wow, that's not what I did at all. You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try holding the Pro Controller in one hand, just like laying my palm out, and doing it that way. See if that makes me do a little better. Because that way I can do a quick jolt to the left. I like the idea of having my palm extended out. Hang on, let me... Whoops. Recalibrate a little bit. Oh, that'd be good. Okay.
Yeah, 12,432 more tries.
Good. Yeah, I'm reminded of, like, WarioWare Smooth Moves on the Wii, where there were some micro games where you were... What the intention was for you to hold the Wii remote, like, straight out in your palm, and then you just, like, occasionally shake your hand. There's, like, a micro game where you, like, roll... You like... There's a dice in your hand. Oh, my God. This needs to be recalibrated. Okay. There's, like, a little dice in your hand, and then you, like... bounce your hand up, and it moves the dice over. So I'm trying to take inspiration from that. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's fine. But just know that I'm taking inspiration from the Wii WarioWare game.
Cool.
Okay.
Was that the WarioWare that the stage in Smash drew inspiration from?
I believe... So
the main one, rather?
I don't think so, because I think because Brawl came out in 2008, but it was supposed to come out in 2007... That leads me to believe that all the games it took inspiration from came out in 2005 or earlier. So I think it's based on the original DS one.
Okay.
Which lines up because that's probably why WarioWare was a stage in Smash 3DS, but not in Smash Wii U.
Actually, hang on. Wasn't WarioWare a Game Boy Advance game first?
It started off like that, yeah. But I still specifically think the stage is based off of Touched for the DS, because that was the one that, like, boomed in sales and really put it on the map. I think.
I have the ability to look things up on Google because I don't have control over this, so
I'm going to lean toward it being based off the DS version because it has, they remixed Ashley's theme, and that's from the DS game. Frick. Then again, they also remixed Mona's Pizza, and that's from the other Game Boy Advance game, WarioWare Twisted, which was actually pretty darn good, if I recall correctly. I don't own it, but I recall, I played it. One of my friends must have had it, so I must have played it somehow.
Okay, so the micro games that show up seem to be from Mega Micro Games and Touched.
Okay, so
the Don't Move one and the Taunt one are unique to Smash.
Right, that makes sense to me. But I think the aesthetic, like the door opening and stuff, I want to swear that's WarioWare Touched, because the Game Boy Advance game, the main aesthetic is like Wario's in a computer. Something like that.
It actually, in the origin section of the Smash Wiki, this stage is a mix of 3 WarioWare games. The main stage originates from Mega Micro Games Variety Tower.
Okay.
So that's the Game Boy Advance one.
Right. Okay. Never mind then. Forget what I said. But I figured it couldn't be Smooth Moves because they came out like too close to each other, and that's also why Mario Galaxy isn't a stage in Brawl, but like Sunshine is, because Galaxy came out in 2007 when I almost had it, when Brawl was still in development.
Looking a little bit further into this, a quick correction is the Don't Move one is the micro game itself is unique to Smash, but it is inspired by a micro game from Twisted.
Yeah, it's an egg. And if you shake or like swing the Game Boy Advance at all, it cracks the egg open. And so there's those modes in WarioWare games where you can play one micro game endlessly, and if you get a high score, you can unlock a bunch of goodies, right? And so you can do the don't move one, and just like leave your Game Boy Advance running, and then come back to it, and then be like, look at that, I got a new high score of 300. Oh my god. It's a little part at the end. So what exactly is going to happen when the harder difficulties come in? Is it going to be like the roads are narrower, there's going to be enemies on it or something?
Yeah, there'll be enemies. I think there'll just be Gordos.
Great. Alright. I'm still doing the strat where I hold this thing with one hand, hence the whole WarioWare conversation, because I honestly do feel like that's working out better for me, is to do this one-handed.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has their own, like, methods of handling things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's a question.
There we go.
Do you prefer how this controls over the ball in a maze from Breath of the Wild, or do you prefer the Breath of the Wild ones over this?
That's a good question, because I played Breath of the Wild with Joy-Cons. I did not use a Pro Controller, so I didn't do it one-handed. For that reason, I like this more. But the Breath of the Wild one may technically have more accurate gyro. Like, I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to, like, really sit there and really make sure that their gyro controls work for that mode. But I also remember there's one of them where you could, like, flip the board over and just roll the ball. Yeah. I thought that was, like, the coolest friggin' thing in the world, and I wish more games had little... What the heck said special challenge, and the game started shaking. I wish more games would have little, like, things like that. Like, here's a cheesy, intentional way to... to beat it that the developers thought about.
Yeah, they thought about it and they just kind of left it in because they wanted to see how many people could figure it out. Metroid Dread, for example, that's a game that has... well, the series itself is notorious for having really fun sequence breaks and speed tricks. And in the development of Dread, they were able to find certain sequence breaks on their own. And they left them in the game because they wanted to see how people would be able to figure out how to do it.
Oh, that's cool. So you're telling me, like, oh, we knew you could sequence break this part, and the game doesn't break if you do it, but, like, we do have an intended way for you to do this type of thing?
Yeah.
Just so, like Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Yeah, so you could, theoretically, if you sequence broke, you could get to the bomb upgrade before you fought Kraid, the second boss. And if you did that, you could use the bombs to fire Samus into Kraid's navel and get an instant kill.
That's awesome. I remember the other example that comes to mind is Yoshi's Island. There's that Piranha Plant boss. But if you throw the egg at it before Kamek gets to it, Kamek will actually come in and go like, "What?
Oh my!"
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. And I didn't know about that when I was a kid. But I also never 100%ed Yoshi's Island as a kid, so there's a lot of things I didn't know.
All things considered.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
There you go. You had me nervous on that last bit there.
I know. I thought I was gonna miss it, but no, I'm telling you. Oh, not with the secondary objectives.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Maybe in my own time. I don't got that kind of time. I only got 42 gigabytes left on this computer. 40 gigabytes actually. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do that as a separate video. But for now, I gotta just focus on this. And I gotta get this video rolling. All right. Pun partially intended. Okay, so same routine. So we do boom. Oh,
whoop.
Not bad. Now, if I do get the secondary objective in one try, then that's fantastic.
I can see you going for it now.
Yeah, I'm being a little impatient. And it costs me 5 to play. That's 5 times as much as usual.
Yeah.
Really shows you how easy it was before with all things considered. It's like, you're a pro at this now. Okay.
Ooh.
Easy. Hey, I was definitely tilting up. Okay, hang on a sec. Recalibrate.
There you go. You got the speed strats.
Okay, well, this is gonna be really awkward in a sec. Oh, I figured if I just got it over to the right side.
You had the right idea.
Okay. Okay.
Because once you had left Kirby in the corner, you could have moved the...
moved the right one to the top right corner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is not gonna...
You could probably keep left Kirby in that bottom corner, if possible.
Ooh.
Oh, no, that works. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
There you go.
And then just up.
Oh, careful.
I know you said careful, and I still was not careful. Oh, man, I felt pretty good about that attempt, too, but that's okay.
Yeah, it was a good attempt. Ooh, nice.
Right. Oh, no, not the gourd. Yeah, I misjudged the timing on that. I thought I could squeeze through, but alas, not to be the case. I don't learn my lesson. Okay, here.
No, it's okay. I understand completely. I've done the same thing.
Hold my arm out. Calibrate like that. Good. Okay. So I'll try to do it one-handed. Yeah, it does control pretty well. You're right. The error is purely in my impatience and misjudgment. So, you know, hate the player, not the game type of deal. But I'm trying my best.
One thing I would have loved to see for aesthetic purposes for this minigame is seeing Kirby's little hands on the side of the game board. Just like him tilting it.
That would be cool. And I know that Nintendo is capable of doing stuff like that. But I guess, like, it's not necessary. Save the polygon count or whatever.
They already do have Kirby in the background when you're looking at the figurines in this game.
Oh, that's true.
So I guess they didn't want to put him in more situations where he didn't necessarily need to be, but would have been cute.
For sure. All right, so this is the position I want.
Okay.
Nice. And then we get the other one. Okay.
And yeah, that upper one is pretty safe now.
Boom. That's less than 25 seconds. Come on. What was the clear time?
30.
Boom, baby! All right, so we never have to worry about that one ever again.
First try.
First try. All right, I'm trying not to look at the time. I don't want to have to think about it. There we go.
Now, all right, really don't worry about this one. Yeah, like the time limit for this one.
Just do it. Like I got you.
Yeah.
Whoops.
This one this one took me a very long time to get right.
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. And I have a hard time rolling in a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could definitely do that little top route in the center there. But because we have to account for human error, more specifically Yoshiller's human error. I guess what would be good practice is if I just like did it along the top here. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Hold on, recalibrate. Okay, here we go. Hey. Replay? Okay.
You know, what makes this harder is once you get up to the third, like, stretch of land, and you realize, oh wait, there are no borders up there anymore, and the Gordo is riding along the path. Nicely done.
Oh, baby!
Alright, good luck with this one.
Thank you, have patience. I didn't even... Darn it! I went from being so stylish to just completely blowing it.
It's fine, it happens. It happens to the best of us.
I'm getting better at that.
Yeah. Whoa.
Ah, I thought I could outspeed the Gordo.
There you go. You got the.
Yeah, I gotta start doing the top path. Just so I can get like more comfortable with it. Okay, but now when I'm rotating it down, Kirby's kind of going up. That's throwing me off a little bit. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, you are still maintaining a little bit of the momentum that you have right at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you tilt him up against the board, but you're not waiting for him to slow down, so you still have a little bit of upward momentum.
Yeah, that's partially intentional because I want him to have the momentum. Ah, got it.
You are tilted upwards right now, so I think he's gonna. There you go.
All right, yeah. So that I'm getting the hang of that. No.
Okay. What I'm about to say is not going to help you get over that first corner, but when it comes to that final stretch,
yeah, tilt it down.
Yeah, well, keep the speed of Kirby consistent and then just like move up and down to fix where he's going, if possible.
All right, let me try the other arm, because holding my arm out for this long.
Yeah, it's tiring, right?
Yeah. Let me switch to the right arm. All right,
which is harder for you because you're not right-handed.
I gotta give my left arm a break though. But it's fine because it's not like I'm just tilting something, so the handedness on this shouldn't matter. But yeah, I do have more strength in my left arm. Just from naturally being left-handed. All right, here we go. Doing it with the right arm, immediately doing a lot worse. All right, you know what? Work through the pain, back to the left arm. Same diff. Okay, recalibrate. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, is this the one that took you a long time, or did they all take you a long time? Okay.
This one took me the longest time.
Darn it. Oh, I gotta recalibrate. Yeah, that didn't feel right. Okay, there we go. And did you do this with like pro controllers, or did you do this with a Joy-Con?
Yeah, pro controller.
Okay. I feel like pro controller is going to be the most comfortable way to play this, much like any other Switch game. But
yeah,
sometimes
buy a pro controller
I don't know.
now. Maybe the Malzeno Pro Controller design coming out June 30th with Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Oh.
Monster Hunter, please sponsor me. You don't need to sponsor Yo Schiller, but sponsor me.
Yeah. Actually, you would benefit from it more because you play Monster Hunter more.
I actually do play Monster Hunter more.
Yeah. So I did sign up like a month or two back. Capcom was having open applications for their ambassador program, and I did apply. I was not accepted. Which is fine. What I assume it is, and this is kind of what I feel is the case for a lot of things. I don't stream, and I think they want streamers more than just regular content creators. But also, like, I know I'm on the road to 100,000 subs, which is awesome, but they probably wanted some bigger creators, and they also probably want people that specialize in specific Capcom games. And while I love Mega Man and the like Tatsunoko versus Capcom and stuff like that, I don't really play Monster Hunter or Resident Evil, which are their two big things right now. So.
Yeah, I don't play Resident Evil, but one thing I learned recently that is making me actually want to try Resident Evil 2 is that the director for one of my favorite games of all time, Beautiful Joe, Hideki Kamiya, he directed Resident Evil 2.
That was him?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, I like Kamiya a lot. I didn't know he worked on Resident Evil.
But I think that was the only Resident Evil game he worked on.
For sure. Yeah, Kamiya is great. I know everyone likes to meme on him because he blocks everyone on Twitter.
But he's a very solid director. Like, I've liked every game of his that I've played so far.
Yeah, every game I see of his, even if it's not like a top tier game, right? It exudes passion.
Mm-hmm.
I know you like Wonderful 101. I know he also did Okami. And he also
the first
did Bayonetta.
Devil May Cry, I think, and Bayonetta.
Devil May Cry, Bayonetta. Yeah, so he's good. He knows his stuff, and I know that, like, again, he blocks people on Twitter because people annoy him. But I know, like, just
to be
like
fair,
any other,
I get it.
Yeah, to be just like any other human in life. Oh, retreat.
Ooh, good save.
Just like any other human in life. Apparently, he's pretty chill once you get to know him. Like, he definitely has that, like, director vibe. He's like, I want this done in a specific way. I have a specific vision, but then, you know, he's not, as far as I'm concerned, he's not shouting at people. He's not, like...
He seems like the kind of guy who is receptive to constructive criticism and feedback.
Oh, yeah.
He'll have his own vision, and he will tweak some things around if need be.
And I remember, I think it was a Nintendo Minute video. They said his inspiration for Wonderful 101 was, like, a children's book. It was a book about, like, a small fish trying to beat a bigger fish by teaming up with a bunch of smaller fish. And he said, "Oh, I like that. I want to make a game out of that." And I don't know, it's just kind of, like, wholesome. You see, like, super serious, crossing his arms, bald dude with sunglasses. And he's like, I want to make this game because it was inspired by this American children's book that I like. So, I don't know.
Yeah, he seems the type of guy to do something like that.
And then he goes and makes Bayonetta, which is awesome, but I don't own any of the games. I almost got 1 and 2 for Switch, but alas.
I would recommend it. They're very fun.
Yeah, I've played 2. I've played the first hour of 2, like, 10 times, and I love it.
Because of the demo, or?
Because of demos and opportunities at Nintendo events.
Fair enough.
But I have not played beyond that. Oh. I remember I went to a private Nintendo event where they were demoing Switch games. So I think it must have been at the start of 2018. Because I think that might have been the same event where they were demoing Kirby Star Allies to me. And they had Bayonetta 2 there. And I was recording content.
Two very different games in terms of setting and theming.
That's exactly what they were saying. So they're like, hey, just so you know, this game has a lot of cursing and profanity in it. And I'm like, oh, it wouldn't be Bayonetta if it didn't. I'm fine with that. I'm not even trying to go for the time bonus. I'm just trying to beat it.
Yeah, I get it.
But at this point, I'm doing that top path because it does genuinely seem a little easier.
You're getting more consistent with it, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Slow down, Curb. Ah.
Yeah, it's tough without those extra railings.
Yeah.
Back on the note of Kamiya, he's, I think, working on 2 different things right now. Project GG, which is the 3rd of his hero games. Beautiful Joe being the first one, Wonderful 101 being the second one, and now one based kind of loosely on like the Ultraman idea.
Oh, okay. Fun.
And then there's also Okami 2, which he teased is in development now.
Okay, so is he working on Bayonetta 3, or did he like hand that off?
I think that's Platinum and Sega right now.
Okay, does he
I don't think he had anything to do with 2 either.
Okay, because I can see it like he works at Capcom, but he still oversees that project type of thing, which is something I think Sakurai did for a little bit with like Kirby and the Amazing Mirror or something. Like that was after he left, but he still oversaw the darn it, I thought if I just talked about it and didn't even acknowledge it, I would just make it to the end. I feel like there's a couple of creators that do that in television. Like you work for TBS, but you have a show on ABC and you have producer rights over it or something. So like maybe you work at Capcom, but you oversee a project that's at Sega. I don't know. But okay, yeah, so he handed that off. And then did he work on Astral Chain? Was that his?
He was a producer in Astral Chain, but he was not a director.
All right, I have that game on my shelf, but it's still sealed. I just haven't had the chance to really like sit down and play it.
That one's also really good. I've been really enjoying Platinum games for a fair bit of time now.
Yeah, they've got a pretty strong reputation. I know they have 1 or 2 games. Oh, I got it. Oof. I know they have 1 or 2 games that like aren't as reviewed as well. Like I know they made a game based off of The Legend of Korra, and that would sound awesome. Like, ooh, Platinum Games doing an Avatar game. That's awesome. And then I guess it didn't. It
didn't really take off. I don't think.
But then they did Metal Gear Rising, I think, like right afterwards. So.
And that one, I think, flopped initially, but over time and very exponentially, it grew incredibly popular.
Yeah, I know. I think we talked about it on this series before, but I don't know much about that game specifically, other than the music. And if the music's anything to go by, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know how many other people know much of the story beats in the game anyway. They really only know A, the music, and B, that the final boss is just this buff senator who can take a Red Hot 100 from Raiden and not even flinch because of, insert quote here, nanomachines, son. They harden in response to physical trauma.
Right.
And another popular quote from the senator is, played college ball, you know. Could have gone pro if I hadn't joined the Navy. Well, what that has to do with fighting Cyborg Ninja Man, I have no idea. But why do you need context? It's just a Metal Gear game at that point.
Like, who freaking cares? Yeah,
And then when he punts Raiden, and then a crowd cheering sound effect plays in game when he does that.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad Platinum Games has a good resume, because I know before, and I'm especially a case of what I'm about to say, they were known as the Bayonetta company.
Right.
Like that's what they made. You made Bayonetta, and that was about it. And there was debate as to whether or not they even counted as an indie company. But now,
I think now they can be considered a AAA company in their own right.
Yeah, now they're pretty strong. They're pretty solid. They work with a lot of other companies: Nintendo, Sega, Capcom, Konami.
They're also behind Nier Automata and Replicant.
Ooh, that's a big one. I don't play Nier, but I know that's another game that like really got a huge following. So much so that 2B would later show up in Tekken.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Automata, but didn't get too far into it. I kind of want to go back to it.
There was a time when this is like the only reason I even know who 2B was. People said like she was a valid candidate as a Smash newcomer.
Yeah, I remember hearing rumors about that.
And I was like, maybe. I guess Bayonetta's in there, so same diff.
But instead she went into a different fighting game.
Yeah. And I wonder, I spoke about this to like Gerard. We wonder if Smash has an exclusivity rule. Like if Snake shows up in Smash, he's not allowed to show up in Tekken, let's say. Or Soul Calibur or whatever. I'm sorry, 2B's in Soul Calibur, not Tekken.
Right, that one makes more sense.
Noctis is in Tekken, which that's a little weird to me. I feel like that should be the other way around. He should be in Soul Calibur. but whatever.
And Akuma ended up making it into Tekken as well.
So when I say the exclusivity rule, what I specifically mean is if a character is specifically in Smash, they are barred from being, let's say, in PlayStation All-Stars.
Right,
that's why
another collaborative video game type scenario.
Yeah, that's why we think like Snake couldn't be in PlayStation All-Stars.
There is also the unique case of Pac-Man and Mega Man.
Yeah, I think that's okay because that's like a strict Capcom game / Namco game, right?
Right.
And even then, it's not really Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And it's not really Mega Man, and it's not the exact version of Pac-Man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And the reason we had that conversation was because there was an incident at EVO. It must have been 2018, 2019, where they had David Hayter record a line as Snake, and he was like, "That's some good Tekken." But it was. Are you familiar with this?
No, I'm not. Go on.
Oh, it was misconstrued. People thought it was an announcement for Snake coming to Tekken because they were making DLC announcements at EVO. That's kind of what it's become. Is if there's announcements for fighting games, they get announced at EVO now. And that played, and nobody on the commentator staff or whatever was clued in that was going to play. So they were like, "Oh snap! Is that a new announcement? Like, wait! Is Snake coming to Tekken?" The answer is no. It was supposed to be just a fun little gag by the people that run EVO. They were like, "Yeah, we paid for a cameo from David Hayter, and we thought it'd be funny to include a little joke in EVO," but clearly it was taken the wrong way.
You can't do that at a big convention like that.
That's exactly it. So even David Hayter responded saying, "Hey, if I knew that was how you were going to do this, I would not have signed off on this, because now I might be facing legal trouble." It turns out, I think he's fine. I think everyone's fine. But it was really unfortunate, because events like that, I think that's where things like Noctis coming to Soul Calibur, and they have Blaze Blue Cross, whatever. I don't remember enough about that game, but that's a big
Blaze
crossover.
Blue Tag Battle or something.
Yeah, and that's where they announced that like Ruby characters were coming to it and stuff. So that's why it wasn't out of the realm of possibility, and that's why Gerard and I were saying like I think Snake might have an exclusivity rule. That like they would never be allowed.
He can't be in another.
He would never be allowed to be in Soul Calibur type of thing. Yeah. Or
he wouldn't be able to get in Soul Calibur because that's a swords game.
Yeah, sorry, they're both by Namco. They're both at EVO. I'm sorry, I keep messing that up.
Snake gets added to Killer Instinct.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I know Rash from the Battletoads already got in, but hey. Also, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I did it on the time. All right, there. Just in time for me to finish telling that story. I feel like real quickly I should just do the time quota on the first one.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Because I did the hardest one. That was the one that concerned me. Like, if I never got the time quota for that, I was like, don't worry about it. But because I did the latter two and not the first one, I feel obligated just to knock out the first one.
Rare Stones!
Ooh! Yeah, maybe we should end the video by upgrading that sword what we got at the end of the previous video, right?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, but first, let me knock this out. In the grand scheme of things, this seems super easy now.
Yeah.
Sure. And
they still have a lot of boundaries.
Yeah, and I'd like to remind everybody, I've been doing this one-handed. Oh, crushing it. Okay. Oh, there's no wall for this one. I just realized it's just the Gordo. Okay. There was definitely a wall there the first time, because I remember asking, is this a wall? Okay.
I don't think you made it.
Oh, was it 20 seconds?
It's 20 seconds. It's 20.
It is 20. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta take that middle path, the one heading down.
Yeah, I have to. I just, the timing didn't feel right. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, Kirby games do a good job of making you feel like you've improved as a player, but then they also make you feel like dirt when you go back and look at your footage and you're like, wow, I was struggling with this before.
It just seems so easy now.
Yeah. Golly.
And that's what the True Arena's for. It's really testing your knowledge of a very simple game for kids.
I know. I struggled a lot with the bosses in this game and basically made you do most of the work, and it's like, now we're gonna do the True Arena, and hopefully we'll just freaking crush it.
To be fair, early attempts at the bosses, we needed to get those Waddle Dees saved, so we needed to
we had to do it without taking a hit. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There. Alright. Now we don't have to worry about this ever again. Is that the last minigame?
I believe so.
We did tilting, we did fishing, we did food service. Wow, so now if I ever wanted to get a career in the service industry, the fishing industry, or the tilting the marble industry, I could totally do it. Alright, so this is the last actual upgrade for a weapon that we have in this game, right? We can upgrade the rest of these infinitely, but as far as getting a new style of weapon, this is the last one.
That is the final one, yep.
Alright.
And I believe you'll get a figurine for upgrading it.
Got it. So we had to do this for 100% completion anyway. And we have enough stars.
Oh, shoot.
Let's do it. What's
now
up?
that you've unlocked Morpho Knight, that also unlocks a challenge road.
Let's not do that today.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's do that a different day. We'll do the Morpho Knight thing, and we'll do the challenge, and we'll do the True Coliseum, and we'll just hate ourselves afterward.
Sounds good.
But this is supposed to be fun. It's mini games. Cool. This is a cool looking sword. The evolution just opened a new treasure road. Yeah. Let's not do that.
So, he's gonna give you the figurine.
Okay.
But Morpho Knight sword, I don't exactly know how this healing factor works, but you can heal yourself if you keep landing hits.
Yeah? Then it sounds like that's the weapon I should use when I do the arena.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know your strategy, and a couple of the comments were saying the same thing, is to use sleep and get the secondary random bonus. But if I can just heal myself when I'm attacking anyway, that sounds more useful.
It's very slight healing, but it's still healing all the same.
All right.
But there is way more to this ability, too.
Yeah,
First of
test it
all,
out.
try dodge rolling.
Oh, dodge rolling, sorry. Oh, I like ye.
All right, so if you try moving in multiple directions as you're doing that as well, you can actually, like, control where you want to go. And the longer you hold the shield button, the longer you'll stay disappeared.
I see, so I can like slingshot it, so I can do woo. Oh, sorry, more like.
Yeah, there you go.
It. Might be my new favorite.
Also, when you fully charge your Morpho Sword, there's actually another tier of charge right there.
And then go boom.
Let it go, and now you have a giant sword that can shoot out a fire tornado.
Well, that sounds busted, but then again, we did basically play the game twice to unlock it, so I feel like it's justified.
And then it disappears after a little while, and then you're back to normal sword.
Fine with that. And then just to double check this combo.
Yeah, it's different now from the Meta Knight sword, but it's still really powerful.
I'm fine with it. I like this. I'm glad I upgraded it. Okay, yeah, so we'll use this for the True Coliseum, probably. I mean, normally I like the hammers, but I think in 3D space, I'm gonna need a new strategy, and I think this is the way to go. Well, thank you for the insight.
Yeah.
All right, well, right now, we're at 92%. All that remains is the True Arena, True Coliseum, whatever, and we have to get the final few figures, but we'll do, and the one challenge road. So, that's on the agenda, but for now, this minigame video is over, and thankfully it was rough, but that wasn't as bad as I fear it could have been, so.
I'm glad that this third tilt and roll did not take as long as I was expecting.
No, and I feel pretty good about being able to do it with one hand. I feel like that's probably the way to do it. All right, well, Waddy, thank you for your cooperation and participation with me today.
Indeed.
That's gonna do it for today's video of Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and I thank you all for watching. I hope to see all of you lovely viewers in future videos.
Get some more disk drive space.
Yeah, I'll do that. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh! Hey, thank you for watching my video. If you want to continue to support my content, the best thing you can do is like this video and subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is click the little buttons down below. Also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with my video schedule. My tag is @RealYoShiller. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye! Whoosh!